special. Himeyamo shofu. I don't know what that was. I'm trying to try out new intros and they're not working. Anyways, what's going on, guys? Today, oh my gosh, today we have the last thing you were expecting. Another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is going to be against a guy named Jacson. He was a subscriber to me on Twitch. And he was like, yo, let's battle. And I was like, for sure. So this happened during my live stream the other day. So looking at his team, I see that he has a Smeargle. I'm very, very, very familiar with Smeargle. So I'm going to lead off with my Rotom. My plan here is to take the sleep, wake up with my Chesto Berry, Volt Switch out, break his Focus Sash, and then go out to my Excadrill, which definitely outspeeds the Smeargle. And is going to be able to kill it before it puts anything to sleep. And I don't want him to put anything to sleep, which is the main good point here. That's the last thing I want. So Chesto Berry is going to allow me to wake up. I'm going to be able to go out to my Excadrill, and I'm going to do a clean 50% to this Smeargle here. But I make a mistake here. I go for the Earthquake when it's probably more than likely that he's going to switch out. And because I make obvious plays, I'm not going to be able to hit his incoming Noivern. I don't know. I had no reason not to go for Rock Slide there. It definitely would have killed the Smeargle, and it would have been able to hit anything in case he switched out. So now what I'm going to do is I don't go for the Rock Slide yet again. I go for the Earthquake, thinking that he's going to go for the U-turn or something. Once again, making a terrible play. I thought he was going to try and U-turn back out to a Smeargle, where once again, the Rock Slide would have definitely taken out the Smeargle. So I made two mistakes there, but it's not going to really be a big deal. He actually ends up burning my Rotom here, which is actually I'm gonna say that this is a good thing, because now whenever he gets cheeky and tries to switch in that Smeargle, I'm going to be able to switch in my Rotom and take these potential sleeps. So he's actually gonna go out to his Aegislash. I'm gonna go for the Volt Switch, and his Aegislash actually has a balloon. I don't think he should have switched into it, because now he just wasted his balloon. So now his Aegislash has no item, so I'm not really quite sure how I feel about that. Either way, I go for the Volt Switch. I'm gonna go out to my Bangiras! And I'm going to try and set up my Stealth Rocks here, because I just want them up. I really have no other reason here. I don't need my Tyranitar, really. Looking at his team, it's the only Pokemon it might be good for is this here Aegislash, but it doesn't matter. I'm just going to go straight for my Stealth Rocks. I got priorities. I didn't want him to kill me before I got at my rocks, so I didn't go for the Crunch. I just went straight for the Stealth Rocks. That Noivern is going to be, not as much of a problem now. It's a Azumarill. All his Pokemon are going to be slightly injured before I come in. So now, I was thinking about going for the Power-Up Punch here, but I knew he was going to go for the King Shield, so I didn't want to, go for the Power-Up Punch before I Mega Evolved. So what I'm going to do now is just go straight for the Earthquake, and he is actually going to go straight into the King Shield. Obviously, I went for the Earthquake so that I wouldn't touch the King Shield. I was going to go for the Power-Up Punch, like I said, while I still had Scrappy, but it actually doesn't end up mattering because I went for the Earthquake. So, I'm assuming he's going to switch out here, and he definitely should. But he actually stays in, and I went for the Earthquake anyway, just in case he did want to stay in. And as you guys are going to see, it kills. Mega Kangaskhan is a freaking monster. I'm actually using the same team that I used in the last battle, because I had these battles saved for my stream, and I have a lot of other battles, but they're not that great, so I decided to upload this one and I know my opponent has a decent team. So I was actually really surprised that the Earthquake killed the Aegislash, but I always underestimate the power of Mega Kangaskhan. So I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go out to my Rotom because it's burns and stuff. And he actually predicts that and goes for a Play Rough. Now, I do end up living with a decent amount, so I know that that thing is not Choice Banded at all. And you guys can see that from the leftovers here. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to be able to live the next move he goes for, because it's either he goes for the Aqua Jet and doesn't kill me, or he goes for something else and I outspeed him and hit him with a Volt Switch. So he actually goes for the Aqua Jet. I'm going to hit him with that Volt Switchinators. Does a clean 50%. And I'm going to be able to go out to my Talonflame here. And the only reason I went out to my Talonflame was to try and scare him into switching into his Tyranitar. I actually had no idea if I would be able to take out the Azumarill with a Brave Bird from here. But I don't think he knew that, because I'm just going to switch to my Aegislash, predicting his Tyranitar to come in. And guess what he does? He actually switches in his Tyranitar like I predicted, which is very, very nice, because this Tyranitar is going to be very annoying for my Talonflame, and I need this Talonflame to sweep his team, and I need this Tyranitar gone for my Talonflame to sweep his team. So he actually goes for the Earthquake. I don't know why, but that Earthquake did a lot of damage. I don't know what item this thing has, Maybe it's just max attack. Maybe it's choice banded. But I don't know why he didn't go for crunch. Maybe he predicted me to use King Shield. Either way, I'm gonna live the Earthquake and go for the nice and powerful Sacred Sword. Definitely enough to take out the Tyranitar. I don't think any of us are surprised that that thing died. So he is going to go out to his Noivern now. I'm going to go for the King Shield because I'm fairly certain that this thing is choice specs. But actually, I'm not quite sure because I easily lived the Flamethrower from this thing with my Excadrill. So maybe it's scarfed or something. It doesn't really look like it's specs or anything because that I only took like 75% from the Flamethrower, which is pretty pathetic. Noivern, come on, bruh. You gotta get in the weight room, get nice and powerful. Anyways, so he's locked in the Flamethrower. I can see that. I'm gonna switch in my Rotom as Death Fodder, and what this is going to allow me to do is it's gonna allow me to you know, sacrifice my Rotom. He's gonna be locked into the very, very weak Flamethrower that we've all seen already, because I'm fairly certain that he is choice, like I said. So this is going to allow me to bring out my Talonflame, get up a single bulk up, and then proceed to crush his entire team with the priority Brave Bird. Talonflame is a problem. He's a problem. I think, what was the end score of this battle? What Pokemon did I lose? I lost the Tyranitar and I lost the Rotom. Okay. So it looks like I'm going to win this battle 4-0 because of the power of Talonflame. I just needed that Tyranitar out of the way, like I said, and I knew I'd be able to set up a bulk up at some point and be able to sweep his team with the Brave Bird. Even if I didn't get to set up the bulk up, I'm pretty sure I might have been able to one-hit KO everything he has left with the Brave Bird. Obviously the Smeargle, definitely the Azumarill after Stealth Rocks, the Noivern most likely after Stealth Rocks as well. And oh, Greninja I might not have been able to one-hit KO. I don't have a Life Orb or anything, so without the bulk up I might not have been able to take out the Greninja. But at the same damn time, I definitely would have done a lot of damage to that Greninja, and I do have my Kangaskhan in the back still, so I think as soon as his Tyranitar went down, that just gave me the leeway and the opportunity to crush souls with Talonflame. Go great. It's so funny how a Pokemon that everybody thought was going to be garbage turned out to be one of the best Pokemon in OU. Talonflame. Who would have thought, man? Who would have thought that? It's weird, man, because the first Pokemon that we're seeing in the game now are the best Pokemon we're seeing, like Bunnelby and Fletchling. Like, nobody, what? Those are the most unlikely suspects ever. Everybody thought those things were gonna be bad. I don't think anybody thought that Honedge was gonna be bad. I mean, it had No Guard. No Guard's a very, very good ability. We saw that it could evolve. I don't think anybody thought it has great typing too. So I don't think anybody thought that Honedge was gonna be a bad Pokemon. But like I said, I don't really. I don't know. It's just weird how the Pokemon you find first in this game are like really good down the line. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm working on making some new Pokemon, so we'll get a little bit more variety in these battles. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more battles. But now, if I could please direct your attention to a video by my boy Azadorite. He is getting ready to drop an album, and he just released a single, and the song is really dope. So I really wanted to share it with you guys. So if you have the time, please go check out that video. Tell him Shofu sent you in the comments, and I really think you guys are gonna like it. So just check it out, tell him what you think, and we will all be happy. So thank you guys once again. I am out of here. Bye.
Causing riots, they treat me like I'm a tyrant. Asking me these questions like, tell us what's in your diet. Pasta, imposters, I could digest your whole roster.